Oh, and welcome everybody to
Honorbound, Redemption of the New Guard with Chucky Big Arms.
Chucky Big Arms.
I think that should be his new nickname at this point, Chucky Big Arms.
What?
Cool.
You think those arms are big?
I still like Princess.
And welcome everybody to and I
No,
of course
I got over the princess.
Princess Chucky Big Arms?
I just
How many
chat
nicknames
You got over-
like
got
Chunky.
over Chunky, Miss Chunky. That was the one that we last got over out. Now we go with Mrs. Big Arms.
I don't think it has to be Mrs. You don't. Your sideburns are long enough now that you don't look like a girl anymore.
I haven't gotten over Chunky for the record, especially because Ryan's
That was bad,
autocorrect in
I'm sorry.
Skype keeps correcting to Chunky. So whenever he types you,
Oh, actually,
I'm still not sure I buy that, Ryan.
let me close the door because there's a bit of an echo because
Yeah.
it's like a very long hallway outside. 1 sec.
It's actually learned, or maybe I turned autocorrect off or something. It's
He's
still
been asking
underlined.
about an echo for like 15 minutes, and now he does something about it.
Hey, what the hell, Chucky?
I mean, he was kind of setting up that whole time.
Yeah.
There are so many wires in here. Do you want to see how my setup looks right now? It's look at this.
I want to play some D&D.
Yeah.
There's so many stuff. There's so many stuff around, and there's not enough light. That doesn't matter.
I was dancing till 3 a.m, and I still woke up for this. So we're gonna play some D&D now.
Yeah, you can
Play some D&D.
give us a
Let's play some
tour of
D&D,
the
come on.
facilities on your own time.
So, you guys have made it. Well, I mean, Kang and Lucille have made it to Jaduan, and in the meantime, Hamari has been doing her own thing. Hamari, what have you been doing this whole time?
There's an A on the end there. There's Hamara. Okay, so Lady Zarnath had this plan. She was like, psst, psst, if they have more targets to chase after, they'll be less likely to, catch up to us. So run off in another direction. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I started walking. And then I was like, wait, how am I going to get paid? And
You were already too far away to do anything.
So was the battle still raging?
so I changed my mind. I decided that clearly she thought we were being watched, and she decided to send me off in the direction so that I would be perceived as non-threatening and they would follow her. So then I turned around and using my super stealth skills, I've been stalking Lady Zarnath this whole time. And I just won't jump out. I just won't jump out until the surprise is required to save her life.
You do realize that Lady Sarnath has gone to Maston and your party members are in the exactly same or polar opposite of the map.
Oh, that's awkward.
Well, that's why I told you a different story before.
Okay, well, I do something else then that gets me closer to my party. My plan actually makes sense, though.
So,
Yes,
yes.
Ryan?
So I kind of want an explanation of what happened in the 30 seconds between me running in the alley and getting back and finding everyone gone. But it seems totally legit for Justin to have followed us. Like, I stole Lady Sarnath's magic box.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm following the magic box.
So
That makes sense.
I think you've probably been tracking us because you somehow pieced together that I got the magic box and
I mean,
split.
it's kind of easy to piece it together because you attacked Martial in front of everybody. Martial ran inside
No,
of the
hold
inn.
on.
Yes.
I-
Martial ran inside of the inn. You ran after him. You broke open the door, entered inside, and then came
No,
back.
I shot a bat in the back alley. I mean, I guess I was chasing him around, but it was in the middle of combat.
He shot a bat in the butt. It happened.
But no one saw that.
No.
They just saw me chasing Martial and turned up dead in the
Back
alley.
alley poaching.
Got it.
Ryan's
Anyways,
doing
I
over here.
disguised myself and left town.
Yeah, and
It seems pretty reasonable for Hamara to have tracked me. And
you guys, Kang and Lucille, as always, Kang just wakes up early in the morning, meets Lucille exactly in the hallway of the inn that you've been sitting at in Jaduan.
yeah,
And
so
you guys.
so Justin, if
go-
you haven't pieced it together, Neil is playing a lizard man. So
My bets were either lizard man or barbarian. Those were just based on the name.
yeah. So at some point, I hired a lizard man mercenary bodyguard that you probably pieced together based on following our tracks or spying on us from the woods.
With my ridiculous nature check, yeah, I could probably pull that off.
So you guys go downstairs. Huh? Let's eat a breakfast. Everybody kind of staring at Kang. And Lucio, you kind of stop in your tracks as you see at the table that you usually have breakfast at. You see Hamara.
Shit, Kang, we gotta run. So I probably immediately grab him and start tugging him out the back door of the inn. My stuff's probably, so maybe I run upstairs to try and go get my stuff.
I mean, you see them as well. Just put it like that.
Yeah.
Like it's completely obvious that Hamara has
That
seen
I'm
you.
trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Because I assume that she's still working for Lady Sarnath and is here to capture me.
Yeah. The awkward part here is my only tie to this group is with the dead guy who might have had information about like elven runes. So,
well, we are in a low magic world, and I've got one of the only magical items
that's true.
I've heard of. I don't know if that would have intrigued you enough to be tracking me of your own accord.
Maybe. I mean,
I assume you haven't communicated with Lady Sarnath since.
Not in a while.
Yeah.
All right.
Mister,
Well,
why are you dragging me away?
I think Hamara needs to speak up here because my character would probably assume that she's here to get.
yes. Why are you dragging him away? Weren't you coming down to breakfast? You should join me.
I point my trident at the
slow-
creature. What, Master? What would you like done?
Put that away. We're in like a public place, aren't we?
Yeah, we're like in the tavern.
I think if I see that Hamara doesn't have Lady Sarnath with her and
You
doesn't
look around, you don't see Lady Sarnath, you don't see Zar, you see no sign of them. You just see her and her ignorant benevolence eating.
Yeah. So I probably got my hand on the handle or on the handle of my sword behind my back. How did you find us?
I tracked you. You'll remember I'm good at tracking.
But you didn't see the need to intervene when I was gored by a boar or
You seemed like you were doing fine. Plus, technically, I was still working for Lady Zarnath at the time, but now that she didn't pay me enough and her claim on my time has expired, I thought it would be nice to say hello. Hi.
Sorry, I dropped for a second there.
Oh.
I got the gist of that.
Okay, I just
We are not
So-
killing the little one then?
Chucky, you're the most distracting DM ever.
Sorry, but there's so much
Just-
shit going on
can-
right now.
We can take care of the campaign, but please just sit still. Nobody can sound. Just kidding. All right.
I just realized I
So-
needed right to look in the monster manual.
Okay.
So, Hamara, you're not here working for Lady Sarnath?
No.
Why'd you kill it?
But we're an NPC. I would roll a insight check, but I'll just innately trust her because she's a PC. So my posture slackens. Say, oh.
So, what was in the box? I wanted to know what was in the box. I have this thing where once I see a box, I need to know what's in it.
Sure. Join us for breakfast.
I lower my trident for the
and-
first time.
Maybe we should.
Who's he?
The bartender does this.
I mean, I've seen his footprints, but I obviously you can't get someone's name from footprints unless. Actually, that'd be a cool spell. I should look into that.
people start kind of talking on their own now, but most of them completely stare at you, like openly, just shutting up and staring at you.
Yeah. This is Kang. He's my bodyguard.
Oh,
Say
I
hi,
see-
Kang.
That's weird. I guess it's just a trend. Anyone who has a box must hire bodyguards. You think the thing inside the box is compelling you to hire bodyguards?
Indirectly, perhaps. So, let's be clear. there is no box. And I look meaningfully at Hamara. We'll talk
Oh, you
about this
lost it?
somewhere else.
You lost the box. That's fine. It happens.
There never was a box. Trying to
Oh,
make sure that no one in the inn is overhearing this discussion.
I mean, everybody kind of. There's a lot of people around you that can hear this. You're in the middle of the common room. You're not sitting down. Your people can't hear this if they're just listening in.
Yeah, I should have. Waitress, where's that box of breakfast? Our friend wants to see the box.
What box of breakfast are you talking about?
Oh, plate. That's the word we were looking for. Plate.
I'll get a girl to you.
just a confusion between local dialects of common. Because there's got to be different dialects of common if you really think about it.
If you really think about it, for example, giant that's spoken by 5 or 6 different races that have no connection to each other.
That's
Well,
only to
most of them-
simplify language learning and
Most of them were slaves of giants, historically. That's why. That actually has an explanation.
In 2E, all of these creatures spoke separate languages,
Yeah.
and then I think they integrated them to make the language system less complicated, and then retconned in this lore.
Yeah. But it's not a bad
buy it.
explanation.
Whatever.
Except for the fact that all slave peoples have always maintained their language. Historically.
Yeah.
Okay. So, eventually Ego comes over, brings about 3 plates of food, asking for your tokens. For your food tokens.
Food tokens. Chucky, we've been in this town for like a day. You can't all of a sudden spring.
You
on
mean
us.
money? Is this like the Chuck E. Cheese Inn? Do we have to change our money in for tokens?
If you remember last time when you got in here, from the innkeeper, you also got with your room keys black tokens, and he said them like you use these for food.
Whatever you say, Chucky. How many black tokens did I get?
Just 2 for dinner and breakfast, because you only pay for one night. You basically get 2 for each night you pay.
I'd stare at the innkeeper and I did not order any food. Leave us.
I give her my remaining token, I guess.
Okay, she puts the food in front of you, kind of steps away a couple of feet back from Neil's cat from Kang. Looks at Hamara. Want any food, mistress?
I didn't stay the night here, so I won't pass her a token, but I'll be like, how much is the plate?
Usually take tokens, but a couple of silver is okay.
Alright, I will give her a couple of silver.
She takes it and like fastly puts the plate in front of you and starts moving back towards the kitchen as fast as she can without actually running.
You know, they don't eat people.
She doesn't hear you. She's already out of earshot.
Actually,
Sure.
I'm trying to reassure her, don't correct it.
say
Mistress, are we meeting someone in town today?
no. We have some time to kill.
Oh, right. This is Ryan's new character who is, in fact, female.
Yes.
We're
This
good.
is the first. This is the most
Couldn't
female
tell by
we've
my
had
softer voice.
in our cast ever since we started.
It's ironic that this campaign focuses around a box, and this is the most boxes we've had in one party.
Is that offensive? I think that's offensive.
I don't know.
Women of chat, is that offensive?
There are no women of chat because I've just defended them. And
They all left. It's all my fault. It was too good a line. I'm sorry. It was too good a line.
say, all right,
Where
be
are we
clear.
going today, mistress?
Kang, hold your tongue, and I hand you a gold coin.
Excellent.
I haven't paid you for today yet, and I will feel better about commanding you if I have paid you. All right, so
I am yours to command.
where's my- there we go. I say, all right, Hamara, let's be clear. The box is mine by rights. You are not entitled to any of its contents. However, if you are curious, I will let you witness its unlocking.
That seems fair.
2
I
nights
thought you
from
said
now.
there was no box.
right, Kang. There's no box. The box is a lie. In 2 nights' time, something about the starlight. In fact, it probably would have saved me a lot of money if I had you around to help figure this puzzle out.
I can create starlight. Do we have to wait for 2 days?
Nah, we need a particular constellation to be in the sky to
No. Okay. Well,
activate.
that's not as fun.
It's only a couple days, so might as well just wait.
Does it matter where we are? Do we have to stay here?
I assume here works,
Okay.
or at least outside here.
I just don't know if being on the move is better than not being on the move.
There's a lovely
Being
spot
on the
down
move
by the
is
river. The fish are quite delicious.
You know, I don't think that's a bad idea, Kang. Mara, how would you feel like a couple of days camping?
Sounds like home.
All right.
Where
So
are
after
we?
breakfast, I think I want
Like,
to.
what city are we in?
Jaduan.
Jaduan. Yes. The road goes north and the road goes also south. North is the way you guys came from. South is towards a major port city.
So we could cut cross country to Crown Spring to find those old ruins that Neil's former character was talking about.
Desmond.
Desmond. There you go.
Yeah. We don't have Desmond, though. And I don't know if there ever were. Chucky, were there actually ruins, or is that just some Neilception going on?
Well, hold on. Don't ask Chucky. You're gonna have to investigate that in,
No,
Ryan.
you don't know anything. You just go on and find. You find it if you want to. Don't find it if you don't want to.
Well, now there's definitely going to be ruins, but I don't know if Chucky wanted there to be ruins or if
Did he have a? I mean, maybe I stole a
Maybe there
map
could be.
from Desmond's corpse.
Maybe we'll go there and you'll find that there are no ruins whatsoever. He was just crazy.
All right. So after breakfast, I'm going to want to go shopping because I am not camping without a tent and a bedroll.
Have you not acquired these items yet?
Soft pink-skinned humans. All so frail.
No, I haven't. We've just been staying in inns and traveling through the night. Or I've been staying in inns, and Kang has been sleeping by the
in
river.
No, in the river.
We don't have a donkey anymore.
You could have the donkey. We left it at the stables. If you had wanted to grab it, you could have
No,
it.
but Desmond left it at another stable. Not the
Okay.
one that you were staying at.
Yeah, also, So I'm gonna go purchase a donkey.
Okay. You should go find a ass merchant.
Also known as a
Okay, I'm not.
horseman.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching. No.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me just find out how much this costs you
8
and.
gold is the standard.
Doo-doo-doo.
Here's my...
Okay, so Jaduan, as I said, is a pretty big city, so you do find a stableman, and he does actually have several horses to sell, ponies, mastiffs, and an actual couple of donkeys and mules.
Hmm. Hey, do you know where I can see a dire wolf?
Dire wolf?
Yeah, you have giant mastiffs. Those are pretty close. Any idea where I could see a dire wolf? I don't want to buy one. I just want to look at it.
He looks kind of weird at you. What is? I know what a wolf is, but what's a dire wolf?
It's like a wolf but worse.
What the fuck would you want to see that, man?
Some might call it dire.
You know, some people are into just seeing really cool animals. Everyone needs a hobby, right?
Are you here to buy something, or just
Yeah,
wasting my
yeah.
time?
I'll buy the donkey. I'll even give him a little bit extra. Be like, look, if you ever get a really weird animal in, just let me know. I would want to look at it.
And look straight at Hamara. If you wanted to eat a donkey, we could have just found one on the road. There's no need to waste money.
Yeah, I fasten my pack to the donkey and be like, look, now I don't have to carry things.
Can I buy the equipment packs, Chucky?
Yeah. You
That
can
a
buy
thing?
any equipment pad you want to from a
Go to
general
the
store.
I'll take one burglar's kit, please.
No, what do you buy?
I'm gonna grab an explorer's pack and a tent,
Okay, sounds good.
and throw it on the donkey.
You put it on the donkey. Ryan, you're charged 10 gold for the donkey.
I didn't buy a donkey.
No,
Wait.
sorry, Justin.
That's an expensive donkey.
That's what he charges you.
I feel like you could get a horse for that much.
How much does my shit cost?
10 gold?
Same thing. No, normally it's 8 gold,
Yeah.
but he sells it at 10 gold.
To me?
No, to Justin. I'm talking to Justin. Mule,
Yeah.
ass is going to Justin for 10 gold.
Yeah. That seems like a very reasonable price.
The PHB lists 8, so
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I can afford it.
25%
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so you buy yourself a donkey, and you stack it with surprise. The tent, the pack, I guess, something that Hamara had on her. Would you guys leave town, or do you guys still spend time?
Are you gonna overcharge me for my stuff as well,
No.
or should I pay what's in the book?
No, you can pay within the book.
All right. And I assume, did you buy saddlebags for the donkey? I'll figure that out.
I actually have like 2 backpacks. I could improvise some saddlebags with the rope I have. That's fine.
King just stands blindly by, kind of lazily looking about, then kind of staring at the horses and donkeys like food.
I already have all the
Throw
stuff I
down
need.
another
Like, I already have a
4
tent. I already have a bedroll. I already have a disguise kit and a thieves tools.
Where'd you get a tent? I don't think any of the characters start with a tent.
I bought it.
Really?
Yeah, you bought it.
Yeah. After our first windfall of killing people and taking their money, I bought a tent.
Well, Lucille is not sharing her 2-person tent with nobody. Alright. So I overbuy a bunch of shit. I've got an explorer's pack. I bought some saddlebags for the donkey.
Oh, I buy some more
and
rope
one tent.
just because I don't feel like I have enough rope.
Okay, another 50 feet of hempen rope, or are you interested in silk rope?
Just temp rope.
Okay, you buy 50 feet of hemp rope. Nobody's gonna overcharge you in that, so you can just take that as it is.
I mean, if I get a girlfriend, I might buy some silk rope, but otherwise.
I mean, again, it's 2 girls in this and a man, so who knows
I
what's
know-
gonna happen.
I know what I said.
Lucille's not into that. I rolled.
Wait, what do you roll for that exactly?
Fetishes, I guess.
No.
Fetish
You,
table.
It's that secret D10 that we roll at character creation.
no, you should roll. You should roll like a 1d6 so you know where you are in the Kinsey scale.
Oh, that's not a bad way to do it. We roll a D10 for sexual alignment.
I'm gonna roll a 1d6.
Yeah, but the
Interesting.
implies an
Okay.
even distribution across all different alignments.
Ah, that's true.
You'd
But
want to do
still,
some sort
I
of
mean, yeah,
percentage-based system.
you want to do.
Which is
We're
why
really
we
gonna
do
break
it.
this down. There was some logic behind it based on statistics that are thrown around without any backing.
Yeah.
10% of the population is homosexual.
All right.
All right, we're done
Well-
with this discussion.
Yeah.
No
Let's
more
go onwards. So,
explaining the thought process of
whoever just
15-year-old.
blew the microphone, that was very loud.
Sorry. It was not intended to be loud. It's Hang's hissing.
That's
Oh, he is loud.
There we go.
Okay, so we get all this crap and leave town. Do we get
Okay.
harassed by on the way out like we did on the way in?
better. People kind of stare at Kang, but now that he's walking outside, they seem very happy to let Kang walk outside. It's like
Okay.
It's a harder way of getting in. It's very easy to get out.
They're just racist. They just don't want him in their houses or in their businesses.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I mean I'm a lizard man. It's fucking weird.
So, I don't know if this is something that Hamara would piece together, but when I first met you, Jaduan is the town that I said that I was from, or near from.
Okay, as you guys walk out,
um,
can you give me a so as you do all of this, can you all give me a perception check, please?
Sure.
It's never good.
Is it ever
Wow. As a natural 1. That's what that is.
That's how bad it is.
My perception.
Don't worry, King's got it.
Tank's
Yeah.
got it, yep.
Not good either.
My perception check was still higher than yours, even with a natural one.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, guys,
Mine
go
was the
on.
highest with a -1.
Go on. So,
5,
we're
6,
totally
7. Are those our
distracted.
perception checks?
Talking about, I don't even know, sexual alignment and
Yeah.
whatever it is we're distracted by.
well, you guys start going off towards the south exit of town. And this is where we kind of go off from the river, so Kang kind of might be sad for this. There's going to be 2 days of travel from Jaduan to
Wait,
Crevasse.
stop. We're not. No, we're just like going out into the woods and camping, aren't we?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
camping in the woods?
I thought-
Flowers out of
thought that
town.
was the
Yeah.
plan.
Okay, I was thinking that you're going out on the road. Okay, so you go. Where do you go?
No.
You go towards the river.
Yeah.
the
We just go
hillside?
find a spot near the river.
Aren't you from around here, Lucille? Why are we going camping in the woods? Don't you have like family you could stay with?
We've had a falling out, and anyway, they're miles that way into the hills.
Oh, I noticed we're going in the opposite direction of.
Oh, we're actually no, that's the direction I point. So we
Oh.
head out the south exit of town, and we head northwest towards the river.
Okay.
Right? We just find a spot
So
on
do
the
you try,
river.
do you try and
Right.
get? Do you try and remain close to the city, or do you go off from the city a bit?
I think we try and get far enough away from the city that we won't be bothered by people wandering around. So I point into the hills further to the northwest, and I say, "Oh, they're miles that way, and we've had a falling out."
Okay. Do we stay close to the river then, or for water?
Yeah,
Or
I think we
are you
camp
aware
right on the
of
river.
cemeteries? Okay.
Kang likes to swim.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just change our music over on here. Woodland campsite. How beautiful.
So that failed perception check doesn't count for anything now, right?
We'll
Because
see.
you misunderstood our
Nope.
direction of travel.
We'll see. So you guys continue on. You make a camp. Anything specific you wanna do? Like for example, go hunting, or do you just spend your time in the camp chatting? What's going on?
I probably spend the first half of the day setting up the camp just how I like it.
I'd go lay in the mud.
So I fiddle worthlessly with like the location of my tent to.
I mean, at the end of every day, if I have spell slots left over, I cast good berries, so I don't actually need food.
Oh, I'm actually beat pretty badly. So at some point I'll find a way in character to get some healing from you.
Okay. So
Delicious good berries.
you make a couple of good berries. How many do you make?
It's 10 per cast.
So how
Are we
many do you
fast
make?
forwarding to the end of the day?
If I wait, if I wait till the end of the day, I'll make 40.
Or did you have good berries on you?
I would have had some on me because, like, at the end of every single day, if I have any spell slots left, I use all of them to make good berries.
All right. So, good metagaming, guys. How many good berries can you give me? At some point over the course of the day, I think you'll offer me some berries, and I'll take them. And
I could give you enough to get to full, assuming.
I am down 12 HP.
Okay, yeah, you can have 12 good berries. It's fine.
Okay, so it's night.
Good berries are ridiculous.
You spend all the day. Druids are ridiculous at your level.
Yeah.
You
Can
s-
Kang catch us some fish?
Kang?
Yes.
Give me a survival
If I
check.
make a survival check,
Yes. Survival is for hunting, tracking, stuff like that.
15.
15. And people are not even seeing this because they're fucking up the music. Oh, I hate streaming on one screen. God damn it. Okay.
You can open another browser and do a view through there, so that way you have two different instances of the window, one that you can play with the music on and one that
Yes,
you can
but
play
you need
with.
to remember this is the first time I've taken out the laptop for a stroll. I don't have anything but the
I'm
GoPro
just giving you
camera.
advice for the future, bro.
That's what I do at home for the dynamic writing thingy, so that people on stream can't see. I just join as a player on the Mozilla Firefox, and I capture that.
Yeah. Yep. It's a good way of doing it.
Okay,
So I
so
bust out my brand new mess kit and proceed to absolutely burn the fish.
yeah,
would you burn that? Because our best eaten raw.
and he basically just
No, it's
does a
actually-
golem moment and starts eating the fish raw or the rabbit. I don't remember which one was
Yeah.
in the movie. Okay, and well, you guys otherwise you
He did both.
you
Fish
have
in the
enough
first
to-
movie, rabbit in the second or third.
No, you got something somewhere. Yep, you guys do manage to eat. You have rations nonetheless. Those who don't eat from the fish of 15 is enough to only feed all of you for the night. But also, if you want to eat something else but not a fish, you can take out from your rations.
I pretend that I'm camping and roughing it and nibble on the fish for a little bit, but I eventually start digging into my rations.
Okay, so yeah, just feel free to take out of your rations.
I live off good berries because I'm a druid.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, you just, I mean, it's kind of getting annoying for you being so many good berries. It's not like you can change flavor for them.
No, but I only have to eat one a day, and it's enough food for 24 hours.
Yeah, but
Are you
how
serious?
nourishing it is, it's still not.
So then none of us need to eat. Well, I don't need to eat because I just ate like 12 good berries.
Okay, I'm
Loaded.
just saying that whenever you eat, even like for example, a human can eat the same thing over and over again, but you eventually get sick of it.
Well, no, because when a human
why
eats
I'm
the same
eating
thing over and
Oreos.
over again, they're missing like micronutrients and stuff. This is like a complete everything in one magical berry. Plus, I had breakfast yesterday at the inn, so
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
you could
did,
just say that
you
they're
did.
magically
That was
delicious.
this morning.
that was this morning. It's fine.
This
Yeah.
little-
So yeah, as I said, you guys sleep. Any watches? Do you guys make any watches for the night, or do you just sleep by the river without any kind of defense?
Kang will watch over us. Won't you, Kang?
Okay.
We're not going to do a rotation.
I'm going to call BS. Every single night, Kang has slept down by the river and has not been ambushed.
But I didn't set up a camp with a fire and a tent.
He just
Sure.
literally slept by the river. He looked like a crocodile, if you want to put it like that.
A crocodile in my giant oversized robe that I put him in.
Well, I'm not, I will trans for 4 hours,
He was
and
a
then I will.
lump, like he was literally a lump of something black on the
Yeah.
shore, and nobody was interested in really going over to that. I explained it once. If you're a female and you're sleeping by a river, some very bad things would happen to you. But if you're a wizard man and you're sleeping by the river, people will avoid the river.
So
So
okay.
I give you a glare and go, you buy my daytime, not my nighttime.
If I give you another gold, will you sleep right there? And I point to the entrance to my tent.
Yes.
I give you another gold, and we can. This could have been discussed in the afternoon or something. And so I would have positioned my tent so that the entrance faces the river, so that Kang can wallow in the mud right in front of the entrance to the tent.
Okay.
Hell yes.
So you guys keep your camp, and let's
So
see.
sounds like no watches. But if we get ambushed, they step on Kang before they get to me.
After I trans for 4 hours, I go climb a tree if there's a tree nearby, and I'll spend the rest of the night watching from the tree.
That's right. When you're in a trance, you can.
I'm aware of my environment, so it's like you can't sneak up on me. But
Okay, so Justin, how are you? The only outside. I want Kang to do me a perception check at a disadvantage, with Hamara just doing me a normal perception check. Lucille, you're in your tent. You can do me a disadvantage as well.
that's better.
A perception check, you say?
Yes. Did you just hear what in the ambient music what happened?
Yeah, a wolf going off.
That's
I heard it.
exactly what you hear, but not
My ears perk up.
one. You hear 3 of them.
I don't.
Oh, but you don't.
This wakes me
Nope,
up.
Kang's passed out. His ears are in the mud.
You see 3 eyes gleaming.
Three-eyed wolf.
Wait. 3 sets of eyes or 3 eyes?
3 sets of eyes.
Okay.
Gleaming yellow from the outskirts of the fire.
I probably stay in my tent and don't think anything of it unless someone shouts.
Hamara, what do you do?
It's the woods. I mean, wolves aren't going to come
Whatever.
barging into camp and fight with me. But I move my blade a little closer. And start going back to sleep.
Okay. You continue on going to sleep. Hamara, what do you do? Split second, what do you do here? You just
Are they? Well, how far away are the eyes?
You're not sure. Remember when you sit, like, for example, in a really well-lit room, it's very hard to see outside in the darkness. Because
Are
your
they-
eyes adjust to the darkness. To the
Are they within 30 feet of me?
No.
Could I ask? Okay. I will stealth.
Okay. Stealth. Give me a sub check. You try and jump out, trying to hide behind Lucio's tent, and then you hear the howls going up again, and you hear some sounds, some very weird, contorting, bone-breaking sounds. The howls turn into roars, and you hear footsteps coming towards you.
Okay, hold. So wait. I assume we hear all this too, and that should probably wake Kang up from the way you just described it.
Kang?
With
No,
I don't know if you guys have ever heard bones break, but it's actually quite
I
loud.
rolled a 3 on my first check, a 12 right now.
You wake up on the 12. Hamara,
Okay.
one of the creatures, puts a hand over the tent
Hold on,
and
this-
looks exactly at you.
A hand.
A hand. You see
Alright.
a man fully covered in fur. His wolf snout, eyes as sharp as lasers, his eyes black as night, looking down at you.
Okay, so I
I feel like we should roll
I don't-
initiative.
Yeah,
I would
You
attack
should
at
roll
this point.
initiative. No, you should roll initiative.
Damn.
No, D20.
I'll roll higher than that. It's fine.
20. Hell yes.
Wow, nice.
Okay, let me roll initiative for our creatures now. Ooh. Not nice for you. Let me battle sheets. Okay, so Kang, you wake up to the sight of all of this, and you're not really sure what's happening, but whatever's happening, these creatures seem quite aggressive. Okay, in initiative, we have the creatures going first, then we have Kang, Hamara, and Lucio. Sorry, what?
I'm gonna ask for a description as soon as I see things. But
Yeah, when you see things.
maybe.
So the creatures move one in front of Kang and the other two at Hamara. And
They go before Kang.
They go before Kang, yeah. They rolled a natural 20 on their initiative.
So is Kang still laying down?
Kang is still prone, yes.
I'm in the mud. So they probably, hopefully, maybe don't see me.
The two that go at Hamara, one of them tries to grapple her.
So this is on the back side of the tent, so I can
This is like
hear
behind. You can hear and you can see shadows.
from what.
I would have
Like
made
the
a
fire.
22 my stealth check when I nestled down to sleep in the mud. Just so you know.
Okay, so yeah, they don't see you. So all of them are at Hamara. Okay, 19 grapple.
That's an opposed check, right?
Yeah, opposed check. Athletics or acrobatics in your end.
What was Hamara's stealth check?
Oh,
18.
Same time? Same thing. 19 and 19.
Yeah.
So
I-
roll that. Oh, yeah, he fails.
22.
Yeah, he fails. He fails to grapple you, and the other one just simply says, "The box, give it." And he doesn't wait for you to actually do anything, and he starts biting at you. Okay, he bites at you and he claws at you, and the same turn dice are falling down. God damn it. Okay, 15 and 17 to hit.
I believe that's 17 hits. Yeah, 17
Okay,
hits.
17. So you are hit by the claw as it rakes your face. The claw! I have like a little chest of dice. You see this? This is where I put in my dice input today. It's so cool. But I did
Liar, anyone? The claw.
Okay, so
the claw, the movie, yes, the claw that tickles.
Yeah.
1, 4, 5, 6 points of what is this? Slashing damage.
Yeah.
Okay, the other creature, the last of the werewolves, puts his head inside of the tent. And Lucille,
wait, he stands on top of Kang.
he doesn't see Kang.
So he stands on me.
Kang is like laying, and so he steps on Kang to get to the entrance.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
this
thinks
is
it's a
gonna be-
rock. Like
This is gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like squished himself into Kang Square.
Yeah, he squished him so low. He doesn't know that Kang is there, so he goes up under, puts his head inside of the tent.
Yeah. So at this point, I haven't acted. I did declare that I grabbed my sword before combat, so I'm
Yeah.
huddled in my blanket. With the
You are huddled
short
in your blanket, you shot over
On.
your short sword, and you see a giant, like, wolf head looking inside of your tent. How do you react?
I can't react. It's not my turn.
No, like RP-wise, how do you react? Good. See, good. The creature will continue to try and bite at you. Okay. 9 feet
How?
to
No,
the-
hold on. They were more than 30 feet away from us. So in the first round, okay. So whatever.
They have.
They probably have an ability that lets them move an extra. What is it called? Brave or brute or something that allows them to move an additional movement towards an aggressive target.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
So he probably has advantage.
yeah, he has advantage.
I'm
17,
prone and naked.
17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Let's see. Give me a Constitution saving throw as well.
Did I just become a werewolf? That'd be badass.
Doesn't that? Let's see. Besides that, you take 8 points of damage.
10 on my Constitution save, so I just became a werewolf. You said 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Yep.
Do I actually notice any visible effects to that failed
You
save?
notice no visible effects at all. No, but the
I
bite
know
is the bite sears.
Ah!
Okay, so it's now Kang's turn. Kang, there is an actual
Wait, I have a
werewolf
question.
sitting on you. Yon.
I have a question about the bite. Was it defective and then got sold back to someone else who fixed it, and then delivered to Ryan?
Maybe.
Because it
maybe. I mean,
sears.
the werewolves are not seers. But
Oh,
Sears. Fine.
that's good. That's good. Wait, did we discuss the fridge before or after we went live?
Before.
before,
Okay.
before
There was a
That
discussion
was-
about a fridge from
That
Sears.
was a hilarious pun. Everyone laughed.
It was.
at.
It was really good.
Laugh at how hilarious his pun was.
My chat will get the joke. It's fine.
You stream our pre-game conversation?
No, but
No, but
Oh,
He's
no.
complained
You
about
talked about the
Sears.
joke. Got
yeah,
it.
it's been going on for a while, so my chat knows about it.
Okay. So Kang's turn, right?
Okay. Yeah, Kang.
well,
you just
underneath-
wake up,
Actually-
wake-
Hold on.
There's a guy standing on me, right?
Yeah, no, he stepped into the tent, right?
he stepped into the tent to bite
Okay.
at you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's already happened, so I'm not going to ask you to reroll, but he's crammed into a 2-man tent, which probably is like 4 feet tall. So
Yeah.
he's like crouched
He's a
over
medium
on top.
creature as well. Just remember that.
I think
So
that
doesn't he have disadvantage on his attack?
Yeah, I think he should have disadvantage on his attack. He's
He should-
crammed
look,
into a
put it like
2-man
this:
tent.
if he has a disadvantage, he also gives an advantage. He rolled a
Yeah.
natural 17 on the first attack.
I don't want to go. Yeah, I don't want to go back to the attack, but I'm arguing for Kang.
Yeah, I get
he's
it.
like
Kang would
scratched.
get advantage on this 100%, even if the
Oh,
guy
yeah.
was just inside
Well,
of the tent
well,
right there,
no.
because the
So
creature has not seen him.
I trident thrust up at this guy.
Well, a furry something gets hit. Roll me your attack.
For 7 damage, and then I am going to disarming attack it. So that's another D8 damage, and he has to make a dexterity save or be disarmed.
Okay. So you
Like
attack
just
at
pop off his
it. You
face.
attack at it, and you do less damage than you thought you would normally could do.
Okay, even though extra 5, so it's
Yeah,
actually
extra
7 and
5.
5 is 12.
Lycanthropes in this edition just have resistance to damage.
I believe werewolves are actually straight up immune to everything that's not magical or silvered weapons.
Yeah, that's what I would figure.
King
we're
doesn't know this
basically
is a werewolf.
You just,
okay.
You just
Except for me. If they don't kill me in the first round, I might be able to get away.
And you know what? I'm gonna action surge and attack him again. Well, hold on. Did he make it? Wait, what happened with the disarm? Is he disarmed, Chucky? He needs to make a saving throw.
Yeah, but he does not disarm. You can't disarm natural weapons.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
so
bit me.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
work.
right. I forgot.
There's different ways. Like for example, there was a couple. Of
Then I
werewolves
would
that
have done a
spears
maneuvering
as
attack.
well.
Sorry, I wasn't thinking. I would have done maneuvering attack instead, which still does the D8 damage. Where's my player's handbook? And I think it lets one creature within 10 feet of me move without taking attacks of opportunity from the creature I struck. It would let Ryan get out of the tent and not be cornered.
You took Battlemaster?
Yeah,
Battlemaster's
did.
so complicated by comparison.
I know, but that's why I took it, is because I wanted a character class that had a lot of options.
I don't think I will take the move, actually.
The funny thing is, that Neo's character is so non-complicated outside of combat, and just extremely complicated in combat.
Yeah,
Everyone has their specializations.
I'm not going to take the move if you give it to me. So maybe.
Okay, so I strike the creature and kind of like knock him to the side a little bit with the attack on my trident, and say, "Mistress, get out of the tent."
Okay, so
And that's my turn.
Yeah, I absolutely will get out of the tent, but not till my turn.
okay.
Okay.
Next in line after that we have Hamara.
I cast Moonbeam on the werewolf in front of me.
Oh, fuck yeah. Moonbeam! Sounds like
So,
Awesome.
extra damage to a werewolf, or
The sky lights up and a 40-foot pillar of moonlight just becomes centered on this werewolf.
Rainbow blast.
Wait, 40 feet long or 40 feet wide?
It's a 40-foot high cylinder.
Okay.
So it looks like the wrath of God is descending from the sky to strike him.
It
He
looks
might
like
be low.
Starfall from Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
Or
Also for
Kind
that.
of like that. Oh, okay. So it doesn't seem like that actually does
Or
anything
World,
to it.
I guess there's World of Warcraft.
It doesn't do anything till the start of its turn. So
Okay. So after that, do you move anywhere? Or this is a 4-round cast.
oh no, it's just one action. I will also use a bonus action to cast Shillelagh on my staff,
Okay, your staff grows, becomes a lot more menacing than it was before.
and I'm good.
Okay, who's Seal?
I don't think spellcast. You can cast 2 spells in a round, but I don't really feel like arguing that.
Oh no, you're right. You can't.
Unless it's you can cast a
Oh, no, one of
action cantrip and a bonus action spell, but you can't cast a bonus action cantrip in the same round that you cast a spell.
Maybe you're right. I'll look it up.
Yeah, look.
Really?
There may or not. Yeah, they're weird about it. It's strange. I think Ryan's actually right though.
Am I? Are you gonna call me prone, or can I be crouched and still get like a full move?
Okay, you can. So you are prone. You can get up using half of your movement if you want to.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get up from prone. I'm going to use my bonus action from being a rogue to pick up the box that's somewhere next to me. Use my main action to make an attack.
So your hand goes towards the box, and you see like the eyes of the werewolf green. You take it. He can't stop you. Go on.
Yep. D20 plus 22 to hit.
Okay, that's a
And
hit.
my allies flanking him.
You do have an advantage on this one, yes, if you want to
Oh.
use it. But you roll it to see if you critical hit. You don't. No, you're using the same facing rolls that we did in previous Honorbound. So if you flank, you do get advantage. So you attack the same one. It doesn't seem like you do as much damage as you intended.
Yeah. So does standing from prone take half of your movement or 15 feet of
No,
movement?
exactly half the movement. So if you have
Okay.
30, it takes 15. You have 40, it takes 20.
Okay. So I stand up from prone, stark raving naked, short sword in one hand, box tucked under my arm, and I, slash this guy as I slip past him, past Kang, outside of the tent, 20 feet beyond the other side of the fire.
Okay, so let's see what happens next in line when we have the creature's turn.
Well, the
So-
one in the moonbeam.
Yes, the one. What does the one in the movie do?
Okay. If he's a shapeshifter, he has to roll a saving throw with disadvantage. Let me see what
Did
kind
you
of saving.
seriously have this prepared?
Yes.
Is this good versus non-shapeshifters? Just like a
No, it's not. It's much better versus
But
shapeshifters.
okay. I guess we did have battle with
Yeah,
shapeshifters.
Yes, we did.
A battle. We had a battle with with several shapeshifters until now.
Okay, so it's a Constitution saving throw, and if it's a shape changer, it has to roll it with disadvantage.
Okay, so 1 second. Disadvantage roll. Here we go. Willpower, you said? Yeah, he was a natural 1.
Okay, so he takes 8 damage and is no longer a werewolf. He shifts out of his werewolf form.
Okay, so he shapes out of his werewolf form and he's now a normal wolf.
Or man. Unless
he's now a normal wolf.
So these are not werewolves, they're wolf wearers?
They're wolf
The
wearers.
wolf wells. It's a bit different because it was completely correct in the assumption that werewolves do actually have damage immunities. These are a bit different.
Interesting. All right. Well, it's a normal wolf now.
Wearers are typically can only be harmed by iron.
Okay, no, actually, typical werewolves are only damaged by silver weapons. That's it.
Wolf wears.
Wolfware.
Wolf wearers have damage. Have
By
damage
iron, but
resistances.
not silver.
Yes. Okay, so let's see what happens next on their turn. So the guy turns back into a wolf, but at the same time, the guy that attacked you, Seal, says, the box, it's on this one. And they all completely disengage from their fights and
go to
jump at Seal.
And jump on Kang because he's right next to the wolf that says that?
No, he points, like, he turns around, he points towards Seal, this one. And they all disengage.
He's inside of a tent. He's inside of a tent.
Yeah, they
not point and communicate with his allies correctly. Whatever.
They take their attacks of opportunities for you guys, and they all attack the seal.
How far away are they?
So the wolf runs away from my beam of light. And
Yes, he runs
takes an
away
attack
from
of
you,
opportunity.
right? Takes an attack of opportunity from you. This one over on here that attacked the seal is going to take an attack of opportunity from Kang.
Kang's standing in the doorway. Can he push past?
Does an 11 hit the regular wolf?
I mean, he doesn't necessarily need to push past. He can push to a side. It's a tent. It's not. He can
Yeah, but I
use
fill up a big chunk of space.
Yeah, it's
You know, I'm
5 feet.
6'4", 210 pounds. I take up a lot of
Take your
area.
attack with disadvantage or with an advantage.
With advantage on
Yeah, that's what I'm
top
giving you.
opportunity?
Yeah, because
you
it's
get back
running.
attack?
Back attack because he's running away
Okay,
from
no, just a 19.
Oh, wait. I have another roll then. Okay. So if an 11 hits, then I get to hit from my OA, but otherwise I don't.
Okay. So
17.
11 does not hit, actually, on the
Okay.
wolf. It would have hit if you didn't use Moonbeam on it.
Whatever. Whatever.
Okay. Neil, what did you roll?
I rolled a 19 to hit and a 7 to damage.
Okay, you do a amount of damage to this creature. And they start just mauling.
Hold on.
those
Can we
seal.
need to
Yeah.
do some math here. So I was 20 feet from the tent. I'm guessing it was another 10 feet to circle around the tent to get to
Yeah.
where Hamara was fighting the other guys. They probably have more than 30 movement.
Actually, the wolf guy has about 40 movement, and the other ones have 30. If you manage to move one under to
So-
Hamara, this one can because it was right next to you. Literally, the guy that it was in the tent. he
Yeah, so
can
the one in the
save.
tent can get to me.
And the other one was fighting Hamara.
And the
There
one
were
that was
two
in
on
wolf
Hamara.
form.
Yeah, there were two fighting
Yeah.
Hamara. One was cast Moonbeam on. So all of them are now focusing their attacks on you.
Yeah. So one of them that was next to Hamara, I don't think can move and attack.
Yes, he can. He's a wolf.
Okay,
He
whatever.
also has multi-attack.
Go
as
ahead.
well.
Go ahead. Kill me. I'm naked.
Actually,
I'm ready.
Sorry, no, he moves. The wolf does not have. It's only humanoid and hybrid, not wolf. Okay, so the wolf moves to you, but he doesn't get to attack, while the other two werewolves jump at you and say, "Rah, rah, rah."
I don't know if it matters for the record, but that was radiant damage.
Okay.
That
Give me
my spell
one
did.
second, guys. I'll take your volume down because I'm seeing a lot of people in chat saying that my volume is low. Okay. Done. Chat, is that okay? These guys are gonna attack. There's gonna be a bite and a claw from both werewolves attacking at you, Lucio. They don't have enough d20s, though I do have enough d20s. God damn it. This is not.
It's okay.
good way
The
to
ground
roll.
caught them. It's fine.
The ground caught them. Okay, so first one, 6 and 14, 10 and 15. So what's your AC?
11.
11. Okay, so actually 3 of those would hit. So you have a bite and 2 claws hitting on you.
You don't have any reactions yet, do you?
No, I'm level 3.
Okay, let me actually roll this here. No, I can't. Nope, doesn't matter. First claw attack, you take 5 points of damage. Second claw attack, 6 points of damage. And
That brings me to 0.
okay, you are down. And the last one, instead of attacking, will try and take the box from your body. Okay, so he's gonna be spending the rest of his turn doing that. Let's see. So next in line after that, we have Kang.
Kang.
One of the
So-
wolves says, "We have the box."
It's Kang's turn.
Yo,
Yeah. I skewer the one that ran past me. I go after him. If I follow behind him, will I be behind him for back attack?
yes.
That is a 12. Chucky, 12.
12 to hit is a hit.
Okay, d8 plus 5. And do I want to... What is just beyond this guy? That, like, if the direction that I'm pushing him, what is 15 feet beyond him?
50 feet beyond him would be the actual river.
Oh. Well, depends
Okay.
which way you push him, right? We're like
Yeah.
running parallel to the river.
Like I'm thinking that you're running like Hamara was. Hamara was on the other side of the fire. In my imagination,
way.
that you're pushing him like towards the river.
Cool. Then I'd want to do my pushing attack, where he must make a something saving throw, or be pushed 15 feet into the river.
Okay, he rolls a 7 on his saving throw, so whatever it is, he fails.
Okay, then he fails, and he gets... I want to double check the distance. I think it's 15 feet. Pushing 15 feet from you. Yeah, strength saving throw.
Okay, yeah, he gets pushed 15
So
feet
I
away
shove him into the water?
river, into the water.
Okay. And is this guy holding... This isn't the guy that was over Lucille, was it?
They're all over me.
Yeah.
But the one that stole the box. That's right.
No, this is actually the guy that stole the box. This is the first one that you were attacking until now. Yes, the one that was talking as well.
So he did steal the box?
He spent all of his turn trying to get a box, yes.
So the box
Okay.
is in the river now.
The box is in the werewolf's hand in the river, yeah.
Do I have enough movement to move beside another one of these guys?
They're
with the rest of
all... My corpse is on the ground, and there were just 2 wolves going to town on
Yeah, I know, but if he used 20 of his movement to get to you, then I have enough movement to
You have
get
enough
past him.
movement to get to his side, yes.
To the next one. All right, then I want to use the rest of my movement to get beside another one, take an action surge to attack him as well.
Okay. The one that you previously attacked doesn't look in a very good state.
Okay, 23 to hit.
Okay,
28
that's a
plus.
hit.
Yes.
Are lizard men new, or is this like a?
They're
in
the
the
DMG.
DMG.
Okay.
6 points of damage to this guy. And I don't get an extra bonus action with action surge, do I?
No,
No.
the way they worded it's really poor. Everyone thinks that.
Yeah, it's a shame. Okay, then I am done with all my attacks.
So you attack the other guy, and... Good, let's go next and see what happens when we... say Tamara's turn. What do you do?
Bonus action shillelagh. Move adjacent to as many of them I can. I have a movement speed.
You've already done a bonus action, Shirley.
No, I haven't, because I couldn't. I looked up the roll. It doesn't work.
You couldn't. Go on.
I move up adjacent to them, and then I use my action to move the moonbeam 60 feet to one of the ones that hasn't shapeshift, like is still in shapeshifted form and looks damaged.
Okay, so the one in the river, you mean, or the one that Neil just attacked?
The one that Neil just did the most damage to.
One in the river.
So that's the one in the
But
river.
is the one in the river? Yeah, it's
The one in the
river.
river is the one that has been attacked by everybody.
And wolves can't carry boxes.
That's probably super pretty with like the moonlight shining down into the water.
All the moonlight refracting all over the place.
I take a moment to appreciate this sheer beauty.
And you also hear the wolf screaming.
Okay. Well, okay, but it's not my turn
Yep.
anymore.
Okay.
But I'm adjacent to at least one of them, right? So if they
You're
try and run away, I
adjacent
get an away.
to two of them.
Okay, that's fine. I'm happy about that.
Okay.
I'm done.
So Lucio, what's
So-
up?
I
Death saving
have to
throw.
death save because they are weighted in PC favor. Do I need to make con checks based on the attacks that I took last round?
Nope. No, you did not.
Okay.
You only fail it once, and you can make it several times, but you only fail it once.
Yeah, I'll argue this later. Wolf wares don't typically transform their victims. I don't think.
Yeah, it's like
They're
getting
an animal.
it's like getting AIDS from cats. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It's a different thing.
Trust me.
We'll argue.
We'll see how it
Check-
goes.
Chucky's house rule is monsters to make them more of a pain in the ass than they would be otherwise.
Actually, the other way around. If you will be finding at least only one werewolf right now, normal from the monster manual, you'd have no way of killing it. He would just.
It'd turn into that episode of Solemn where we're just like beating silver coins into the werewolf.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
could be done. Or you can drown them. There's nothing. There's a lot of things where like fire does fire damage, does drowning damage. If you put them in a complete vacuum.
Because that's available in a D&D world. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Or what if you hold their head down and then have someone literally like drive a spike into their brain? Will they just be fully operating with the spike in their brain, or will they be dead and just if you leave them alone, the spike will pop out on its own and they'll regenerate? There's a lot of questions, a lot of ways to kill werewolves if you can.
I mean, we can experiment. We have
cornered.
You have a couple of guinea pigs, put it like that.
Yes.
Okay, so
Anyway.
Lucio, you passed your dex saving throw. You have a make on you, so you're not bleeding anymore. Let's see what happens when we go back on the
I'm still
wolves.
bleeding.
Con saving throw for the one in the river
Yep, let's see. Okay, this might be very interesting.
with disadvantage.
He fails. He turns into a wolf.
Takes 4
And-
damage.
Drops the box.
The box is dropped, and the box starts going down the river.
No,
It's floating, it's fine.
metal.
It's
Oh, is it a metal box?
it's a metal
Yeah.
box. No, it
Oh, I
goes
thought it was a
down.
wooden
It
If
box.
it's a
goes down
magical
the river.
airtight, if it's a magical box, it could be airtight.
And if we survive this battle, we will actually get to make use of Kang's awesome swimming abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now the question is, how far can a thing float in a turn?
It's metal. It sinks.
What's the current?
It would be the speed of the current.
The speed of the current.
Which is going to be a lot
And-
less than a person
moving? I know.
than a D&D character. I bet it would be movement rate like 10 or 15.
Also, if he's like at the edge of the river still and not in the middle, chances are he's in a backflow, so it's actually going to flow upstream.
Yeah, but the overall, like, if you just put something in
I'm
river
gonna say-
and
I'm gonna
average
say-
its
I'm gonna
speed,
say
it would be like
the
10 or
thing is
15.
going to be moving down 10 feet a turn.
It's a
Okay.
really swift river.
Yeah, that's
That's
Like,
well,
that-
typically,
that's some whitewater rafting sort of speeds.
yeah. Rocks typically just sit at the bottom of rivers.
Yeah, but if it's airtight and it's
Again,
not filled
you
with
did not even
liquid,
see.
yeah.
You
solid,
literally did
it
not
might
even see
float.
the line of the box opening. Like there was no line to open the box. The box was literally a lump, and there was this constellation above it. So it's, of course,
It's magic. It could be any density.
Yep. And it starts moving down the river, and let's see what happens after the break. I
Floating,
guess.
so it floats to the surface.
Do we take a break here?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Mid-combat? What? Whatever. Sure.
Do you
I
wanna-
mean,
I think
I'm
this is
dead.
gonna
we
take
can't.
some time.
Is there no? Let's finish it up. It'd be weird to stop mid combat. I think.
Yeah,
it's
we like literally have never done that. I don't think.
Yeah, who cares if it's been an hour? Let's keep going. Let's finish up the comp.
It's your show. Okay. so
Is the
Ken, what
box
do you do?
floating?
The box
Not that
is
I can
floating,
see.
yes.
Well, it's the werewolf's
The
turn.
box floats to the surface. Okay, cool.
It's the werewolf's turn, Chucky. What's happening?
Oh, do you want to introduce? Let's see how well
you
can a
didn't
werewolf-
just stop mid-combat. You stopped mid-turn.
Mid-turn, yes, mid-turn.
Yeah, is that one that took 4 radiant damage still alive, for instance?
Okay, no. So he does actually manage to swim back. I was want to see how well can a wolf swim. He does actually manage to swim back, and the other two ones, the one
Doesn't
that
he
was,
take damage for leaving the moonbeam or something like that?
Wolfie paddling. No, he gets damage for starting his turn in it and for entering it. So if you can make him enter it on your turn or something, like you force movement, that'd be useful.
one of the other werewolves says, "Your friend is down. Leave here. The box is ours by right."
That was more than 6 seconds. Make your attack.
No, he's the one wolf that's standing above your body. Puts his jaws at your neck, and the other wolves. Dawn stands in front of Hamara, looking down at her, waiting for an answer, readying an action. While the other one kind of gets back from the shore and like goes down the river, to put it like that. Goes 20 feet down the river. So kind of a bit in front of the rocks.
So the one that was in the river swam to shore and then started walking down the side of the river.
Yeah.
And then
Running,
there's
actually.
the two who are
He
next to
didn't
me
go- Okay.
Yeah.
I guess if he-
are one of them's necks are teeth around Lucille's throat, and the other one's just standing there.
The other one is standing there waiting for you to react to what he just said.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so Kang, your turn.
Presumably with
Okay.
action readied.
I have one more. No, I have two more maneuvering attacks. Sweet. So I would like to go push another guy into the river. Are any of them within 30 feet of me?
You're right next to him.
You're right next to two of them. There's a wolf next to like at Lucille's neck, and
Yeah, for some reason I thought. Never mind. Then the guy with his teeth at Lucille's neck, I will just pitchfork him into the river with a maneuvering attack.
So I assume his prepared action goes off and
Yeah.
I fail it. Save.
his preferred action goes off. And
Make sure it's not a crit.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's not a crit. Very close to one, but not a crit.
Okay.
And you just
Fail
take a
that save.
yeah. You start bleeding from your neck.
18 to hit him.
Yeah, hit. And at the same time you
okay.
hit him, this guy's gonna be
He
hitting
needs a death
you.
saving throw.
Well, not you, but Hamara.
I'm sorry, no, that should be 4 plus D8, not D6. 4 plus 4 plus 5. So 8 and 5 is 13 damage, and he needs to make a strength saving throw. Otherwise, he gets knocked 15 feet into the river.
Okay, he rolled a 16. Is that enough to pass your DC?
That is enough. Yes.
Okay, that is enough. The wolf is still standing there over Hamari's body, just biting at her neck, kind of trying to take its throat out.
My name's Lucille. Justin's
sorry.
Hamara. There is no Hamari.
Yep. I do nothing with the rest of my movement.
The other wolf. Does the other wolf's prepared action go off?
Yes, he attacks Hamara.
I would love to read the text on that.
Text
I guess
one.
if anyone attacks, then
No, yeah.
I-
Basically, the what do you call it? The prepared action is anything. Just you have a certain.
I mean, I
Trigger.
wonder what his prepared action thought was.
If anyone
if any-
attacks, they attack.
Yeah.
Check the closest target and exterminate, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one it hits at a 21 at Hamara.
That hits.
Hamara, you get bit for 7 points of damage. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I was gonna do that anyway, but for unrelated reasons.
And we become a party of wolf wares.
That
I
doesn't
haven't
sound so
been
bad.
touched.
Is that enough to pass the what's it?
Nope. That's what I rolled.
Okay.
Okay, the bite sears. your
Concentration
skin
maintained
heavily.
though.
Concentration is maintained, and next in line after Kang's turn is your turn, Hamari.
Hamara.
I kind of want to move my moonbeam, but I kind of want to save Lucille.
You've already set the precedent. Just let another one of your party members die.
No,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to.
Moonbeam!
All right, I'm
You've
moving
done this a couple of times before. I mean,
Why
Which-
can't you do both?
because moving the moonbeam is an action, and putting a good berry in your mouth is also an action.
Oh, you don't have any.
Oh no, I actually have a
Healing
bonus
word?
action. I have a bonus action heal. I can heal you. I keep forgetting that I have a bonus action heal.
you keep forgetting, and people keep dying.
I actually managed to heal Lucille for 7.
Okay, Lucille, you are back with 7 HP.
Which of the two in front of me looks more damaged?
The one that is sitting over Lucille's body looks more damaged than the one attacking you. The one attacking you is at full health.
Actually, I don't care because I want them all out of shapeshift form because they're all talking and it's bothering me. So I'm going to move it over the one that's still shapeshifted. And
So you
I'm already
move over the one?
adjacent to them, so I don't want to move anywhere. I'm done.
Okay, let's see what happens on Lucille's turn. Lucille, you're down, you're prone. What do you do?
Yep. I will stand from prone and I guess stab the wolf that's next to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think this is the first time Justin's healed anyone in combat.
Yes. This the first time somebody actually survives getting
that's
down.
harsh.
So just putting it out there. This is the first time in the new season that somebody survives getting down.
Is that true?
Yes.
That's true. That's
No,
true.
I got down last episode.
Yeah, you did get down
King.
last episode.
King saved me.
Oh,
I almost didn't.
sorry.
I know, even with
this
its
is
4
This is
intelligence.
the first time somebody survives getting down near Hamara. That's true.
I'm standing from prone.
15 feet left of movement if you're standing for prone, and you can do whatever
Don't
you
tell
want.
me how much I can move. You're not the boss of me. Like,
I
have 20
kinda am.
I look around and I assume I see the box moving downstream.
You see the box move downstream with a wolf kind of looking at it. By the way, how much can they stay? Can they not shapeshift, or does it just take it out?
They can't shapeshift as long as they're in the beam of light. So
So they can take
if
it.
they're out of the beam of light, they can reshapeshift if they want to.
Yeah. So Lucio, you in action.
Is the other one adjacent to me? The one that was
There are
attacking?
2 of them that are adjacent to you, yes. One of them has its back turned to you, currently biting at Hamara, and one of them
Oh.
is the wolf right in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna use my. Okay, I'm gonna use bonus action dash, getting me another full movement, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I move. How far away is the wolf?
The wolf is 15 plus 20, 35 feet.
So I will move to the back of the wolf that's fleeing.
Okay, no, well, he wasn't fleeing, but yes, you move him to the back.
That
of
was
wolf.
chasing the box. So I pursue the wolf that was chasing the box, and I wind up behind him.
Okay, so you wound up behind him. Next in line after that. Oh wait, you take an away from that.
I do not. I am mobile. I can maybe text if you like. Creatures that I make attacks against cannot make opportunity attacks against me for the rest of the round.
Okay.
Read the exact text if you'd like. And that's also have 40 movement.
Okay, so you go over on there. Let's see what the wolves do. On their turn, this guy in front of you shapeshifts back using his action into a werewolf.
Okay.
The box floats another 10 feet, so exactly where you and him are right now, equivalent to the box and over. He turns around towards you and says, growls, "It's ours, you thieves, and we'll have it back." And they continue on attacking you. No, this guy continues on attacking. Oh, actually, no, sorry.
just used
No,
his
he doesn't.
action
He used his
transform.
action. He doesn't do anything. Let's see what happens with the other one. To the guy that is still a wolf will attack Kang with a bite.
Not
Okay.
with my 17 armor class, you won't.
No, he won't. He rolls a 15. And let's see what the other guy will be doing. Constitution saving throw on the last one. Rolling a disadvantage, you said? 16 total.
Aw, that's enough. So he takes half damage. 8, so 4. And
No,
I
no, he takes full damage from the moonlight. Magical damage, dude. Doesn't count.
no, he passed a save.
Oh. Well,
He takes half
magical
damage on
save,
it. He
yes.
takes half damage on
Did you
a
roll-
pass
Did
save.
you roll on the other ones as well?
Yeah, I did.
Ah, okay.
You've been counting the damage, right?
Not on the other ones. Were the 2d? Okay, let me just take out the HP on these guys. I did not see this.
It wasn't a lot of damage. It was like 4
And
and
I'm looking
6
for
or
the other
something.
one.
Yeah.
8. Okay. So that
Okay.
changes things a bit. They're still alive, but. There we
Okay.
go.
But it does not revert to its original form because it passed the save. So it gets to still be a were.
It's still a
wolf were.
Wolf well, and he
Yeah.
is going to be biting and clawing at you. Okay, so he bites for a 14 and he claws at you for a 20.
The 20 hits, 14 misses.
Okay, you take 10 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Okay. Kang. What's up, Kang?
Dang.
I'm gonna turn this
There's
around.
still one on Lucille, right?
There's
Yeah,
still
there's-
one over seal, yes.
I'm gonna have to transform into a
The
bear
feel
suit.
is
I'm-
still on 1.
The one that's most damage is on Lucille.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm still gonna hit him again. Can I? I'm still behind him, right?
No, we're 35 feet away from you now. So you're next to you and Hamara are next to
How did
2
I miss that?
because you don't pay attention when it's not your turn.
That's probably the condition.
Fish memory.
Fish
Fish
Neil,
memory.
fish memory.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Neil's playing the perfect character.
He really
Yeah.
his character has like 4 intelligence.
I literally have 4 intelligence.
Yeah. So I
okay.
think we're 35 feet away from you.
Yes, we are. You are. They're about 45.
Well, that's
35
perfect.
feet
Then
away
I
from you.
will chase after them because Lucille. I'm being paid to protect Lucille, not Hamara. So I chase after.
would
If you guys are
provoke
35
away.
feet, I can move 30 feet and be within melee
You will
range.
take. Wait, you take attack of opportunity from the 2 guys you were.
Oh, from the guy that attacked me earlier. Yeah, I don't care about that AO.
No, because you're moving past Lucille's enemy as well. You were. That guy was still in the threat range. You were still in the threat range of both of them.
Yeah, I think you're gonna take 2 OAs if you do this.
Yeah.
I don't
You'd
think
really
So-
be drawing schematics, I think.
Can we get a drawing schematic?
Because it's like somehow
Yep.
everyone was adjacent to everyone.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely no problem. Let me get your characters. Actually, I just draw this over. It's gonna be easier.
We just need a
Yeah,
sketch
just
to figure out
doodles.
who is next to who.
Just doodle.
There we go. So we have a Hamari here.
Where's the river?
Yep. There we go. Wait.
Oh,
Behind.
oh, yeah, I guess we
The other way.
sure whatever.
Okay. Then we have werewolf number 1. This was where Lucille's body was. Then there was werewolf number 2 that was at its neck. And then you have Aichido's Kang over on here attacking. And because the werewolf was over her body, so the werewolf was actually here. So Kang needed to be here
Right.
in order to attack. And the other
Okay, I would be like here then because I wanted to be adjacent to both of them so that they would both provoke aways if they ran away with the body.
Actually,
Yeah.
the one that's fighting Hamara is facing away from you, Kang. So you only would provoke 1 OA, I think.
it's facing away, but then again, remember that he's moving.
No,
down
wait.
the river.
My entire. I was saying I want to attack the one that is on Lucille.
No, I ran. That's where I was.
That's where you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then why are
This is
let's
so
not have that.
This is
yeah.
this is exactly where Lucille is right now.
I think Hamara should have been coming from the other side.
This is where
Whatever.
Hamara is at now. I
Where's the
imagine the
tent?
tent over on here. This is where I'm.
Yeah, so Hamara would have been on the other side of the wolves.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah,
you
Hamara would be
go
here.
around, Whatever.
But then again, remember that Hamara ran away from the back of the tent because that's where she hid.
Yeah,
Okay, sure, whatever.
Okay.
I would still be adjacent to both werewolves though because I don't want them to provoke aways
So
if they tried.
You don't have it. You can move out, kind of, because he's spending. Like, if you move out
Wait.
like
So the
this,
wolf move 50 feet. Oh, I guess this isn't really to
It was
scale.
2 rounds, space. Or he wait.
He's 35
No,
feet
this
away.
wasn't to scale because otherwise
this is
Hamara
to
is
scale.
40 feet.
This is the scale.
It's roughly to scale.
This is now
So-
to scale. Because the wolf moved there. This is exactly the scale.
Lucille, you can move 35 feet and around.
I have 40 movement.
So
40? What the fuck?
Neil, for
We just went over.
the idea,
Don't pay any attention, do you? I
No.
have
No.
the mobile feet.
So Neil,
So my-
the idea is if you
Yeah,
move,
got
you
it.
can get there if you take 2 ways. You can skirt
Right.
around, but you won't get to
No,
attack.
fuck that shit. Kang's going for it. Kang has 5 intel.
Okay. Ken
4 intel, I'm
gets
sorry.
attacked by
He picks the
a
ways.
natural 2 and a 6, so none of them hit.
And that's why we close the
It
distance.
looks like you can actually get to him and attack. The way it's
Yeah.
drawn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because if
that's
it's
the
30,
whole
then-
idea. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like, if he skirts around, he doesn't get the attack. If he just runs through, sorry,
just-
chat, I didn't see
yeah.
the map. Okay, now-
him.
Finish him.
Skewer. I don't know what. There shouldn't have been advantage on that, but it's still
It's
24.
still a 24 hit.
D6 plus 5, and I want to again shove him into the river. This will be my last.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just hopefully you just kill him.
11.
Yeah,
God,
that's enough.
I'm rolling so low.
That's enough. As he dies, he says, "There's more of us coming." And he just falls down and reverts back to a wolf. So this one over on here will be dead.
Most excellent.
Most excellent. And let's see what happens next. Hamari. You are currently in combat with 2 of the wolves because you said you wanted to be between both of them, so you would be here.
Yeah, that's fine. But they didn't move, so one of them's still in a moonbeam. Props to me. I don't have
Yes.
to move the moonbeam for once.
Yep.
I use a bonus action to transform into a bear.
Ooh. Okay.
I'll be like, I'm getting tired of your shit, boys. Okay. Stretch, and then I do a multi-attack.
Okay. Do it.
So does an 11 hit?
11. This is not. Oh, which one are you attacking? Again?
The one that's still shapeshifted, because I think the damage from this plus
Yes.
the thing.
So that's an 11 that hit and a 15 hits.
All right, so that's
Remember, this guy was not as heavily damaged as the other one.
yeah. Well, let's see how he feels about life after he takes 21 points of damage.
He's still alive.
What? What?
Still alive. Yes, he can do that. That is completely correct.
Brown bears get multi-attack, so I bit him and I clawed him.
Yeah, I was wedding that he takes 21 and still up.
Yeah,
I guess
it's all resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, so he actually only takes 10, if you put it like that. Next in line after that, Lucio, show us your might.
There's going to be no might. I
Test.
drop my short sword and dive into the river.
Okay, you can swim
Buck ass.
at half
I
your
swim. Yeah.
movement.
So I
and,
swim
that's enough.
15
I take it
feet
the
out.
river's going this
the
way,
box.
right?
Yeah.
No, the river would be going the other way.
The other way,
Other
because
way.
this is the sea. This is
Right.
going to the sea.
Right.
So I swim 15
Yeah.
feet out. Use my bonus action to
no, that's enough
grab
to
the box under my arm. And I think I've got like 2.5 feet that I start flopping back towards shore.
Okay, you start flopping back towards shore, so you're somewhere like here. Something like that.
Sure.
Okay.
Except I can move 10 feet downstream.
Yeah, you move 10
Delete the
feet
other
down.
K.
I'm moving the other K. You want me to?
No, delete. Delete the other K.
Done. Dead.
There we go.
Yes,
I think
Now,
the sketch has
unmovable
served its
K.
purpose.
Yeah. Let's see what happens next when we go and see what the wolves were doing. They are just going to completely full attack Hamari over on here.
Con save.
16.
It's a pass, so it takes half damage from 15. It's 7.
Oh my god.
7 radiant damage.
Okay. Actually seeing that, we roll a morale check. Okay. They start running.
I take that away. Are they running away from me? Do I get?
They are running away from you full speed.
I'm gonna take the shapeshifted one because I assume he's actually running faster.
Okay. You assume
that's a
wrong,
17.
but yeah, it's okay.
Oh, well, whatever. You win some, you lose some.
Quadrupedal always moves faster than bipedal.
12 damage.
12 points of damage. Close, but not yet there. Close, but not yet there. This guy moves about 60 feet out, and the wolf moves out about 80 feet out.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see what happens next. Kang, what's up?
I'm just reading Moonbeam. It's beautiful, even if they weren't shapeshifters.
Yes, it is beautiful.
Okay, I will jump into the river with Lucille.
For no reason other than you've been waiting all game to swim.
No, it's Kang. Kang's a fucking moron. He's here to protect you, and so he's going to go into the river because he thinks you're swimming to the other side to escape. So I swim up to you, which is
And you see
20
her, yeah, you see her actually swimming towards you. So she swam
Mistress.
like 15 feet that way and 2 feet back your way.
What are you doing in the water?
Retrieving the box.
I thought there was no box. And I think that's 6 seconds.
Kang, I'm gonna give you an inspiration point for that.
Only
right.
want to get
Write that down there.
Oh, it's checked.
Okay, so let's see what happens next. I'm been saying that way too much. Hamari, go.
Okay. Do I want to move the moonbeam, or do I want to just chase them down?
How far can you move the moonbeam?
60 feet, so I can only hit one of them with it. I'll move the moonbeam 60 feet to the one that is closer, and then I'll move 40 feet.
Gosh, Hamara is just like a hunter. Never
Yes.
lets our enemies get away.
I don't like. No, you can't let your prey get away. It's against nature's rules.
Okay, so you attack the one that moved only 60 feet. Go.
I'm not attacking it, but it's on its turn. It has to roll a con save.
Yeah. Okay, and the other one? What did you do? The other one?
I can't. I moved 40 feet. I can't do anything else to it.
Okay. Lucio.
I will leave the river. So I'll swim the remaining 12 and a half feet to shore or whatever. Use my bonus action to pick my short sword back up. Just look around and take stock of the situation. I'm probably considering combat over. I'll let Hamara chase down the wolves if she feel like it, but
I do. I feel like it.
I probably start moving back towards the tent.
Okay.
The crushed tent.
You start moving back towards your crushed tent. And
Broke my brand new tent.
The werewolves, the guy does a con save. Oh, that is another 60. No, disadvantage, sorry, 8.
He takes 12 damage. 12
He dies.
radiant damage.
Dies.
Yeah! That feels good.
And the other one moves an additional 80 feet out.
Okay, so he's 160 feet, so that's he's 120 feet away from me right now.
Yes, he is.
Okay. And he's 100 feet from the moonbeam, so I can't get the moonbeam and catch up to him. All right.
So do you leave him to go, or do you chase him?
I will move 40 feet as a bear, and then I will drop my shapeshift, draw my bow, and shoot him.
Do it.
Or, yeah, there we go.
Hit. You have advantage. Roll me another one.
Oh, 10 damage. I don't.
No, you don't get.
So he takes 10 piercing damage, which gets... it doesn't get halved, actually, because he's a regular wolf right now.
No, it's still resistance.
Oh, really? Even if he's a regular
Yeah,
wolf?
his resistance is always there. It's like an innate thing. It's not dependent on the wolf form.
Oh, that sucks.
The only thing that happens to its innate stuff, it can't speak while it's a wolf.
So it's 80 feet away from me now, and it took an arrow in the butt.
It took an hour and the butt's still alive.
Okay.
Okay, and it's running away. Do you chase or do you continue on?
Well, I can hit it for like 3 more rounds, so...
Okay, give me another attack.
What? Oh.
What did you just
We're just... Okay, that's a hit.
hit?
For another
Okay,
6.
you kill it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you kill all of them. Combat is over and the break ensures.
Bye, guys.
We'll see
Camping
you-
trip ruined.
Camping trip ruined. Okay, we'll see you guys on the... Neil.
You run in the stream. You do it. You do it.
We'll see you
You
guys
want
on the
it?
side.
Yours.
See you guys then.